Hi guys, this is Shivareddy. In this session, I am going to explain couple of string programs in Java which are going to helpful for the candidates who are attending the interviews. So I already created a program in Eclipse. So I am going to open my Eclipse and this is the string programs is the one which already created to explain couple of programs on the strings. So let us go ahead and start our programs. The first one is whenever interviewer asking any questions or the programming on the string, they want to understand whether you are fully understand the string concepts or not. So that is the reason they might give similar this type of questions and ask the whether it is that means basically the questions is on the equal and the equals method. So say first one is string str1 I am creating using the string literal and string str2 also I am creating using the string literal. So as you know, whenever you create a strings with a string literal representation, these strings will be placed in the string pool. That means str1 first it will be placed in the string pool. As already this object is created, so str2 is not going to be have a fresh copy, but it will pointing to the same str1. And whenever you are creating a string with a new object, new keyword with for the strings, then what will happen, this will be placed in the heap memory. And str4 I am creating a new string, but actually what I am doing is I am using the intern method. So what this intern method is going to do is, instead of creating this object in the heap, first it will check whether this st3 is already available in the string pool or not. So if it is available in the string pool, it will return the representation of string pool address. Otherwise, this string is going to be copied. That means str3 is going to be copied to the string pool, and then that address is going to be written. That address it will be pointing to the str4. Now the first if and conditions we will see. The first if statement what it is saying is str1 equal to str2. Yes, it is true because str1 and str2 actually these are creating using the string literal representation and also having the same string value. Hence, these two pointing to the same address because these will be stored in the string pool. Okay, and next one, see str1 equals str2 equals method, it is going to compare, it is going to equals the content of the str strings. That means str string, str1 string value is string object created, and str2 uh, content is going to be the string object created. So two these two string content is same, hence the equals operator is going to be make str1 and str2 content is equal. So I am going to run this program, but first I am going to explain these things. Okay, next one, str1 not equal to str3 because see str1 is a string literal representation and str3 is going to be the heap, that means creating using the string object representation using the new keyword. So then what happens is str1 will be placed in the string pool and str3 string is placed into the heap memory. So that is the reason these two addresses is going to be different. Okay, so that is the reason str1 not equal to str3 is going to be false, sorry, true, then this statement is going to execute. And next, str1 and str4 we are comparing the addresses, but it is going to be true because what happens is str1 is representing the string pool representation, but if you see str4 we are using the intern method on top of the str3. So str3 what it is string object created, so which is same as the string object is created for the str1. Hence this intern method is what it is going to do is, instead of creating a new copy in the string pool, it will just simply return the object of simply return the string pool representation of the address of the str1. Hence str1 equal to str4 is going to be True. So like this, you will have a permutation and combination. There may be a couple of few more use cases or the few more if and conditions they might ask you. So please be prepared for that because this is one of the most frequently asking interview program questions to know whether you are really understanding string concept in depth or not. Okay, so now I'm going to run this program. So let us go ahead. I am running this program, Java application. And if you see the output is, because the below outputs are very for the other purpose. So I'm going to explain that one. But the first one is str1 and str2 is going to be referring to the same string. Okay, that means same object. It means that address is going to be the same. And str1 to str1 dot equals str2 is also equals because the content is same. And str1 not equal to str3 because str1 and str not referring to the same addresses because it is str1 is representing to the uh, string pool and str3 is going to be heap, and str1 str4 referring to the same address because we are use the intent. Hope this concept is clear, but please be prepared for this more and more so that it will be easy to it is easy to crack this type of programs. Okay, so now I'm going ahead with the next program. See, another frequently asked program is reversing a given string. So that means interviewer might give you a one string and they might ask you to reverse whatever the string they have given. For example, there are different ways you can do it. The first one is without using the string buffer class. How we can do it? So without using the string buffer class, how we can do is the first I am declaring a string input equal to this is a string demo. Now my intention is I need to read the string and then I want to go till the last, and from the last to I am trying to print it so that it is nothing but the reverse. So idea is that. So now what happens is, so I am giving a string reverse strings to for the printing the output of this result. So now see here, so I am using the for loop for int I equal to I input dot length. That means I am taking the length of this string, and that length actually I am starting the for loop. So for example, in this case, let us consider 10 is a length. So if it is 10 length means I value is going to be 10 and I greater than equal to 0 and I minus, but that means I am going to the last of the string and then I am trying to print each character at that position. So in this scenario what happens is, in the for loop every time I am going to get the character at that particular position, I am concatenating to the string reverse string. So finally what happens, it is going to print from the reverse order of the given string. So now I am running this program and I will show you. Okay, if you see here, the input string is this is string reverse demo, and the output string is OMED. So this is ultimately the reverse of the above string. See, the logic is simple. First, you need to get the length of the string and start the for loop with the max length -1 to till 0 and get the character at that position. That's all. That is a very simple. So alternative way is you can use the this is a very simple method to reverse a string is, first you can create a string buffer with the given string. For example, input I am creating a string buffer class and passing the input, and then string buffer actually has the reverse method. So string buffer dot reverse actually it returns the string buffer object. So now we need to convert this string buffer object to the string, hence we use the toString. So this is a very simple way you can reverse the string. Now I am running this program and I'll show you. Java application. Now if you see, string reverse using a string buffer class. So the output is same, OMED reverse. So this is exactly the reverse for the input string. This is string reverse demo. Okay, you can use any one of this technique to reverse the string, but this is up to you. If you want to use very simple way, you can use the string buffer. But if you go through this buffer, the interview may get impressed because you already know the concept of the string buffer, including strings also. Okay, so next program is how to print all the words in the given string. For example, in our case, input is this is string demo. Now I want to get all the words in the given string. So string class provides the inbuilt or string class provides a method to split the strings based on the particular delimiter, whether it is a space or it may be a special character, anything, whatever the on what basis you want to split the string, you can define here and use the split method. This split method is going to split the your input string based on this delimiter to the string array. Now you can iterate this string array and you can print the values. In this case, input is nothing. Input is the one second. So input is this is string reverse demo. So I'm getting the word I'm getting the words in the string based on the delimiter space. So that is the reason I have given space as my delimiter, and then this split method is going to split the string based on this delimiter to the string array. Now I'm traversing this array, string array, and I'm printing the words. In this case, I equal to 0, words dot length means how many words in this you will get the count, and I plus plus. So system dot out dot println words of I. That means for each word it is going to put in the each line. But remember that for the strings or the arrays, the index is going to be start 0 and max is going to be the length minus 1. That means that words length minus 1. So that is the reason I am using the less than, not the less than or equal to. Now running this program and see the output. Okay, so if you see words in the given input string is this is string reverse demo. So we have given a delimiter as a space, and based on that it has actually splitted the string into words. So these are the words. This is one of the another interview questions may ask in interviews. And next one is whether the given string is palindrome or not. So palindrome is simple like when you read any word from the from first to last or last to first, it should be same. So this is in this case AA, BBB, ABA is the palindromes in the given string. So now I want to print this only I want to print only palindromes in this string. Here logic is I first explain the logic. The logic is simple like first split the strings into words, and now you take the each word and you need to reverse the word and compare these two are equal or not. If it is equal, that means it is going to be palindrome. For this purpose, what I have done is I am using the split method based on this space as a delimiter. Now this will be converted to the string arrays. Then for the each I am going to traverse each word and get the word at that position, and I will try to reverse that string using the string buffer class, and after reversing the string I will compare with the original string, and if both are equal means that is a palindrome. The same thing is actually I am doing. So I am going to use the temp string and the temp reverse, as these are the two holders to place the original string of the word and after reversing the string, and then I will compare temp string with the temp reverse. If both are same, that means I am going to print this temp string. Okay, so in the for loop what I am doing is temp string is equal to input string array of I. The first word will come. Now I need to reverse this string. So for that purpose I am using the string buffer to I am converting this to the string buffer, and then string by using the string buffer class I am reversing the string and converting this to the temp to the string to the temp reverse. I am assigning this to the temp reverse. That means this temp reverse holds the value of reverse string of whatever the string we pass. Then I am comparing temp string. If it is equals with the temp reverse, then we will say this is a palindrome. So that output actually I am printing here. Now I am running this program and you can see the output. See palindromes in the given string are AAA, BBB, ABA. So here I am using the equals ignore case. So even if it is like uppercase is somewhere, then anyhow it is going to work. Basically, won't mind about the whether it is a small case or uppercase, but it will just simply uh, compare the content is equal or not. Okay, and another program is sometimes they may ask how you are going to convert particular string into a integer representation or the double or the float. That means basically from string object representation to corresponding data type, whether it is an integer, float, double, char, anything might be. So for that, the string class here the program explains. String number equal to I am passing the string object representation, and then what I am doing is I am converting the string into the integer. So we have a predefined classes like integer. These are called as a wrapper classes. There we have a pass int, and we can pass the string representation of the given string. Then automatically it will convert that string into the HL string representation. So pass dot int in this case. Like that we have many like that we have couple of pass int for the double, and also we have for the all our wrapper classes we have pass corresponding data type. These will actually convert from string object representation to actually integers. Okay, so this is the another program, and one more program is the count of occurrences of a given character in a string. That means you have a string and they might given you a particular character, then you need to return how many times that particular character is occurred in your given string. So in this scenario what we are doing is input we are taking. This is a testing for occurrence of a characters in string. In this, in order to check, the logic is like this. So the in order to check whether a character is present in the given string or not, first you need to convert the string to string array, then iterate the string array, then you can find whether the given character is there or not. Hence what you need to do is first, convert this input to the two character array. Now, input character array actually a character array representation of the given string. And find character I am giving, for example, I want to find how many times this I occurred in the given string, and counter variable to count how many times this is going to be occurred. And the logic is simple. Iterate through the for loop. or you can use the for loop till the length you need to traverse till through the end of the character array, and each time you are going to compare if character whatever the character you have at this position is equal to the given character. If yes, then count the increment the count. At the end of the program you can print the count, then it will give you the how many times it has occurred. So now I'm running this program and you can see the output as occurrence of the character I is 5. So 5 times. If you see 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and here it is 5. So totally 5 times it has occurred. So these are the very frequently asked programs during the interviews. But if you have any questions other than these things, please comment on my YouTube video. I am trying to accommodate those programs for the for those programs with the another session. Thanks for watching. If you really like my videos, please subscribe and happy learning.